Alright, let's talk about a couple things real quick. Where's my remote? Alright, when we're talking about some things, we got our LED. This is going to be our center LED. What I've decided to do is, normally, if you remember on my flashlight, I either drill a hole here and a hole here, or just a hole on either side. Well, I decided I want my controls to look a little cleaner. And while the flashlight is a great mod and I really like doing it, I'm going to do something different. So, how everybody likes to have a light up button in the center of the controller, the lit up PS button. I got to think, I said, damn, wouldn't it be cool if that was the flashlight? So every time you shot, the PS button lit up, looks factory, looks cool. Fuck it, let's try it. So that's what we're finna do tonight. That being said, let's move on to this board, because that is where our next problem is going to be. Now, we're going to talk about some things. And y'all can thank my new wide angle lens for me being able to get closer than ever to discuss things with you. Alright, rule number 1. You are about to try and solder. If you want just the PS button in the center, you need to do negative, positive here. The first 2 points on the bottom right of your controller. First one negative, second one positive. That'll give you the power you need to do your center LED mod. I, however, am going to do a flashlight mod, and I want it to work for both. So my plan is to do a positive, negative here, but also bridge a positive, negative there, and see what happens. I don't know right now. Hadn't tried that one. I've got to get my voltmeter and test a couple things once I get it together. So stand by, I'll let you know. But that's what we plan to do. So I'm going to go through, do some soldering, get it all put together. And once I get it together, I can then go in and start trying to figure out how, in fact, to make it work. All right. Also, it's just another good idea to do these kinds of shit in a well-lit area so you can see what's going on. Just my opinion, but if I was the motherfucker doing this, I would be doing it in a well-lit area. Roger that. Oh shit, man. Anyway, YouTubers, another thing, while I'm sitting here bullshitting, I've decided to devote my entire grinding away segment to you all. What I'm going to be doing during that segment from now on is answering questions that I get on my YouTube page and that I get on my PSN about controllers, about anything. So look out for that. That's coming. I just hadn't had the opportunity to tape anything yet. But as soon as I get the opportunity, I will. Jeez, get off of there. So we can figure out how to make you work for us. Alright. And I'm all over the place here. I have to turn this shit so I can make sure I can see what's going on. Because one false move and you done tow up your controller, then your feelings hurt, you're mad at me. In this case, I'm mad at me here. Alright, I'm gonna leave some slack in there, just in case. I'm probably being a little too generous with the amount of wire you need. You really don't need this much. I'm just experimenting, that's why I'm using so much. So if I need to cut and trim, I can. Once I get this process of doing this particular mod down to something I can live with, I will change and do it a little differently. Easy solution. Since both of you some bitches is going to the same house, why don't y'all just ride together? I got 2 wires going to the same location, so I can just marry those wires together, save me a lot of time and headache, and still get what I want to get done. Pull out just a little bit. so y'all can see me work on this bitch. Sweet. Alright, got positive done. Need to do my negative. Negativity. Alright, got all my positive connections done. I'm going to be proactive this time and go on ahead and hook up the other side negative. So I have to come back and fuck with it like I just did on the positive. You work, then you learn. You work and you learn. That's the motto. And we'll test that light in once soon as we can. Nothing we can do about it now. But we'll see. Don't need anything from the front anymore. I do need my power button shit, which this will do it. Put this back in for the light to shine through. I do need a indicator kit. I do need buttons. Let's make sure we get the right buttons. At the top we've got at the bottom we got Mr. X. Let's see, where's triangle? Triangle. Then we've got square. And we need a circle. Now I got two controllers sitting out here in pieces, so that's why I'm just taking my time, making sure I get everything put in together. Need a plate to go in here and catch this. Make sure we got what we need there. Need to drop in for the D-pad drop in. There's a little funky thing that goes in the D-pad. Need it too. It's this little bad boy right here, and it just really depends on how you want it to go. It doesn't really affect or doesn't change the outcome either way. You need to put this bad boy back in. Have all your pieces in there. So I got a almost put together controller. I need to make sure that my LED in its newest position will do what I need it to do, and then I've got some more handiwork stuff, just some cleanup that I gotta do. So I'm going through and adjusting. Before I button it up, I will probably put some shrink wrap in there. Again, don't have to. I recommend you do that though. It just will save you a lot of heartache down the road. And I'm just going in now for first initial fitment. And so not bad, but you know, not great. These are a pain in the ass to get that PS button in there the way you want it. If you are like me and like it a certain way, gotta put that piece of foam contact back in. Another pain in the ass. Make sure all of this shit is together. I'm just going through reassembly. I got it up in my face so I can see you guys. So that's why I'm not talking much or giving instructions, because there's really nothing to give at this time other than be careful, get it put back together. Make sure that your controller can be functional with it back together. That's the very most important thing. Be real careful at this point. Don't start tugging and pulling, because you're just fitting everything back together nice and neat. It can get you messed up. Let's see what the fuck this is. I'll be back. Let me get this call. Hello?